Hey guys, well, I got it back. So let's do the real tabletop review and overview of this XDS 9mm from Springfield. Hey guys, so here it is, my XDS 9mm uh, pistol. I got this back right before Thanksgiving, and it's just after the New Year's today. So I've been carrying it 6 weeks every day, to and from work, around the house, going out, everywhere I go. The only time I'm not carrying this thing is when I'm actually at work itself. I can't carry there. Don't need to lose my job. Need to be able to support my wife and my son and take care of them and be responsible. Otherwise, I carry this thing everywhere. It is a very good firearm to shoot, whether it's with the flush mags or the full-size mags. This has been, of course, this one's been recalled. I did get it back. I was one of the smarter ones at my wife's recommendation and push to get this thing back, so it was, so it would be safe to have around and to be safe. As safe as guns are, right? As safe as they can be considering their. Anyways, well, let's move on. So it has the fiber optic sight. So I'm gonna tell you what I love about this thing. It's what made me choose to go from a 16+1 9mm XD service model to a 7+1, go to half the capacity. About what made me decide that I wanted that? Well, one, this thickness. I'm sure obviously to go single stack, you lose some of that. I'm trying to do this without making it look too terrible, but is that thinness? That's great. Now, obviously there are some problems with it, because obviously, as you can tell, I mean, as long as my fingers are, this thing is a little bit big. It's almost too small for me hand-wise. But there's that's called compromising and deciding on what it is you're going to use it for. And this isn't a go-to-war gun. This is to protect myself and my family and my loved ones from somebody who is going to harm them or me or somebody I care about. This isn't something that I'm going to go to war with, as you would say. So some of those features aren't as important to me. It does have ambidextrous mag release, typical XD style / 1911 style, I guess, in some way. I'm not, something like that, I guess. I'm not really, for those double, the ambidextrous. I love these controls. They are just beautiful. I look at this thing, and this thing is it's a beautiful, and I'm horrible on the camera work here. Sorry, guys, but that is just beautiful. I look at that, and that just screams that they took some time to design that and to give it a nice look. Besides the recall and the criticism I could throw on that, the biggest problem, and the only problem that, as far as I'm concerned, is field stripping it. Is this little lever? Because that's getting better. It's not easy to work. It's getting better every day. Every time I do it, it's slightly better, and it's really good now for some reason. But it's a little stiff at first. It's going to take a while to. I'm making noise. Hope it's not getting picked up. Anyways, it takes a little while to get it smoothed out at first, and that's fine. Let's talk about the complaint from post recall. Is this trigger supposedly is 10 times worse than it was than without. What can I say about that? I can't tell a difference. The only triggers that I know that I absolutely love and can tell a huge difference on is comparing, say, like a Glock trigger or an XD trigger or Smith & Wesson trigger to a 1911. Those the difference between a 1911 single action only trigger and a striker fired trigger, I can tell that difference. I can't tell the difference between this trigger and any other trigger out there, pretty much. I can tell some differences. The benefit that this one has, I love, is the take-up. See if I can do this appropriately. That's the take right there. And then I'm hitting the wall. Then it's the weight. And then pull. And then, what's this? There's the reset, and boom. The good thing is the reset is just beyond that wall. So there's like, there's a little bit of take up. Boom. That's what I like. And that's what I wanted in something like this. And what I can expect. I don't like a long squishy trigger and then you hit that wall and then you push through it and it breaks. I do like that trigger. Is it going to get better? Can I tell a difference? No. The trigger is just as good as it was before, as far as I'm concerned. Some people hate it. Some people are unloaded them. They might have more experience than me. I'm not going to say that they're wrong. I just can't tell it. And that's all that matters to me. So takedown. Let's take this guy down real quick. Pull that up. Release the slide. Pull the trigger. Boom. I haven't really gone too crazy on cleaning this thing. Just wiped it down, and I need to probably do it again because it's been a few weeks since I've touched this thing. But it's, you know, typical XD Smith & Wesson Glock style stuff. Nothing major. Typical stuff that, as far as I can tell, you know, it works. I like it. Well, guys, definitely happy to have this. It's going to stay in my family. I'm going to hold on to this forever until, of course, ray guns. Maybe get rid of this when I get a ray gun. Probably not, though. Alright, guys. Take it easy. See you guys around.